There lived a soldier named Odd. He came from a long line of warriors. He had a fierce father named Todd. Todd was the liberator of the small town of Caledon, for which the ruler was overthrown. For the people grew weary of the king's exploits. In Todd, they found a savior of sorts. Unlike his father, Odd was no wonder, lacked the strength that his father could muster. Indeed, Odd was more acclaimed in his studies. If you're enjoying this, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel. What he lacked in his training in infantry was compensated by master of planning and strategy. He never left anything to chance. He had a saying, "You can always increase your luck, for the heavens and the gods appreciated action." Rather than wait for the heavens to bring rain, do what you can do and use your brain, for the strongest enemy can be done away with the best strategy. When Odd finally finished his studies, he was old enough to go on a journey. Subscribe and follow for part 2. Thank you for watching. He gathered 12 of the best men he could find and formed a party. Odd said farewell to his father, who entrusted him with a golden bow. It is said that this was a gift from none other than Artemis. She was the god of hunt and wild animals. Todd gave one last warning to Odd: be careful where you point this. You see, the arrows never miss. So when you aim, always aim true, lest you carelessly target something you will forever rue. If you're enjoying this, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel. There he hugged his father one last moment. On the boat, his crew was waiting for him. Once on board, he gave them a last warning. Listen to me, brave men of Ithaca. I do not know where our sails will take us. The unknown and danger is surely there to greet us. If you have any doubts in your heart, please speak now before we depart. I can't promise you safety for this long journey. All I can promise is that there will be discovery of wealth, spoils, and danger are surely plenty. Subscribe and follow for part 3. Thank you for watching. If the gods are with us, then who can stand against us? So are you with me. The men just looked at each other with vigor. They all raised their swords and roared. 12 brave souls set sail that day. After a week and a half in the water, they come across an island in the yonder. Captain, we need to refill our water, maybe get some more rations, make our adventure better. If you're enjoying this, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel. Once on land, they set up camp. There they saw some wild pigs to devour, and on the night they feasted pig and liquor. The next morning, the party decided to enter the thick forest. After a day of rest, they needed to get back on their quest. So they packed plenty. They didn't know who or what they will encounter. They brought wine to give to people that will be kind, maybe trade with their goods for essentials. 3 hours walking, they soon come across a cave. Subscribe and follow for part 4. Thank you for watching. There are sheep trapped in an enclosure. Odd said to his crew, "Men, let us set up camp, for whoever owns this is surely not a tramp. Maybe they will grace us with their presence, and we can barter and trade what made sense." After a few hours, nightfall soon came. If you're enjoying this, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel. With it, another set of sheep came from the plains. They all looked around to see who its master. They polished and picked themselves up in order, forming a line and bowing down to show respect. But they soon found something that they didn't expect. A giant creature was before them. It picked one of them off the ground and ate them. The group suddenly did a defensive stance, as everyone went to their corner in an instant. Odd commanded everyone to take cover. In one swell swoop, their rebellion was over. The giant hand slapped his men and they toppled over. The giant was too big and his stature towered. He had one eye and had a few teeth. Warrior, this is so sweet. It bellowed in laughter as it spoke. Subscribe and follow for part 5. Thank you for watching. They threw their spears and they throw their swords. It was nothing but a poke. The Cyclops laughed even harder. "Puny warriors, you can do no harm." Odd ordered the men to retreat inside. "Quickly, men, let's go hide." The Cyclops lunged forward and got one more soldier. That night he ordered them to stay inside. The Cyclops got a giant boulder and laid it down in the entrance. Then the Cyclops screamed, "No one is leaving this entrance." If you're enjoying this, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel. Odd and his men were now trapped inside. That evening the men mourned the loss of their companion. Odd was lost for words for his minions. In the darkness they stood, no fire, no light, just the 10 souls that understood. The next morning, Odd had something brewing. You see, he spent all night thinking. The Cyclops soon came and carried the boulder away. Then he took the sheep out to graze all day. Upon his departure, he yelled to them to stay, smiling and laughing again in their dismay. Subscribe and follow for part 6. Thank you for watching. Odd then quickly organized the men, this time asked to search the cave for wood, barks, planks, steel. They were to make a big spear. They repurposed a half of a ship debris that lay inside. It looks like a trophy the Cyclops kept of his previous encounter. If you're enjoying this, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel. When evening came, the Cyclops returned. He was surprised to see Odd and his men lined up. What treachery is this, he was amused. Are you back to fighting? You know your weapons only tickle. Then Odd shouted, no, nothing like that, young master. We have a peace offering for you. An offering, go on, I am listening. Odd explained, we have the finest wine this part of the world. It is made of the richest grapes and preserved in oak. They say you can taste the gods with every cup. Come, let us honor you while you dine. Then from behind, 2 men carried 2 barrels of wine to his feet. The Cyclops picked one up and in seconds devoured. Like an appetizer, he grabbed one man and tossed him in the air, landed in his mouth. That's a perfect pair. Subscribe and follow for part 7. Thank you for watching. You, sir, what is your name? Said the giant. Odd stood straight and shouted, my name is Odd, son of the great warrior Todd, general of the armies of the north, hailing from countryside of Ithaca. Odd is it? What a strange name. You speak of valor and honor, this I can attest to your fame. No one has ever stood in front of me as proud as thee. I shall spare you the death, maybe keep you in the sheep stable. If you're enjoying this, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel. Whatever my master wishes, I am ready. The Cyclops laughed again, amused at this notion. He took the second barrel and drank it in one motion. Then the Cyclops fell asleep on the ground. Once there, the men retreated and got the spear. Odd let the front as the men carried the weight they charged. Then they pierced the Cyclops' eye. It groveled and turned in the ground. It was furious, and the ground did pound. They all retreated inside the cave. The Cyclops screamed in agony, I will kill all of you tomorrow, you will see. Subscribe and follow for part 8. Thank you for watching. Then he got the boulder and locked them inside. The next morning, he was still angry, but he had other duty. Time to let the sheep graze. Unable to see, he would touch each creature, making sure that only sheep would pass. One by one, the ship passed. He soon took the boulder, placed it back in the entrance. I'll be back and you will all be supper. Unknown to the Cyclops, Odd had other plans. You see, he had taken the ropes. They escaped down the mountain slopes. If you're enjoying this, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel. How you might ask, they hid themselves underneath the sheep, tied themselves under their woolly heap. They were now in the clear, and one by one they escaped without detection. Upon arrival back at their ship, the party celebrated their victory. Indeed, Odd overcame adversary, with not brute force but rather genius and treachery. For you see, Odd conquered a fierce opponent with his wits and perseverance. In light of this, always remember that even in the darkest hour, with focus and determination, add in a little prayer, things will start to get clearer, so don't give up. The answer might just be around the corner. This story is inspired by the Homer's Odyssey from the tale of the Cyclops. Great stories are meant to be shared. Hope you enjoyed and thank you for watching.